An absolute disaster. XRPL news you need to hear. We'll talk price at the end. Crypto.com and Trump Media. They released tokens that were already burned. Massive pumps and dumps.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
You need to stop dipping into your ketamine stash.
I don't have one, so back up off me. And before we get into the crypto news, because whoa, is there a lot to cover today, we got to do your comments, because that's why I do the channel, for you, because you matter most. Mark Buffalo says, hey brother, I appreciate your straightforward approach. I own a couple video game stores, and judging by your background, we are much the same. Thanks, Hus. Well, you're very welcome. And video game stores do tell. Yeah, I'm big into gaming, big into baseball, big into Pokemon, big into jumblies, especially big jumblies. Doran Butler dropping support on the channel. Thank you, Doran. Says, I cheated. Well, just don't get caught, my good man, and you'll be okay. Melatonic's Gaming says the shock will happen only if Brad agrees to stop selling over-the-counter to institutions. I believe he was doing this to cover the $125 million they lost during the Gensler lawsuit tax. No, it was actually way more than $125 million. The last estimates I saw were $170 million was spent to fight the SEC. We will be shocked that institutions won't have Ripple's escrow anymore, and they will have to buy from the market. Yeah, OTC is not good for us. Not good at all. Bitcoin sitting at 87,598. ETH is 2061. Xrpl at 244. Rejected at 250. Institutions sold off again. I shared that with you. Pi Network. Oh, but Klaus, Pi. No, Pi is now 89 cents. Yesterday it was 94. Homegirl keeps burning away. Why? Because it ain't relevant anymore. It's not doing anything new. Crow is pumping big. Has to do with Trump, but you may be pissed because they were supposed to have burned those tokens. Oh, let's get right into it. Crypto.com faces scrutiny over reissued Crow tokens amid controversial partnership with Trump Media. Here's what's going on, all right? This is absolutely wild. Zach XBT, the blockchain sleuth, known for exposing scams, took to X to call Crypto.com's token reissuance. CRO is no different from a scam. Your team just reissued 70 billion Crow a week ago that was previously burned forever in 2021 and went against the community wishes as you control the majority of supply. Messed up. According to the investigator, Truth Media would be better positioned to partner with Coinbase or Gemini or Jesse Powell's Kraken. The revelation sparked immediate outrage among community. Many believe the 70 billion Crow tokens were gone permanently. It's just like the players out there that are like, but bro, Stellar's locking up all his crypto. Yeah, but if all the validators vote on it, they can release the locked up XLM and put it back into circulation. So is it really being burned forever? This is absolutely disgusting. Now let's keep learning. Trump Media stock jumps on crypto ETF deal. All right, Trump Media is partnering with Crypto.com, hence the pumperoni. How do you stay hot in this market? Well, you got to be relevant. How do you get juicy price action? You got to be relevant. Crow up 23%, Pi down 5%. Get what I'm trying to say here, everyone? Trump Media pre-market surged on Tuesday, that's this morning, after announcing a deal to launch ETFs. The move makes another brand licensing play. Now remember, Trump Media did NFTs. They also did meme coins. But there's some worries here. Worries about insider action from Trump Media Group and from Crypto.com. Yes, Crow is pumping, but if they're releasing tokens that were meant to be permanently burned and releasing them back into supply, then all this stuff about token burn is all bullshit, isn't it? Which means what, everyone? Which means all the worry about all the XRP, the XLM, and all that other stuff could always be re-released as long as they get enough votes to make it happen. Let's learn about Ethereum. Ethereum stablecoin supply hits a record 132 billion. I've been telling you now for the last several months that ETH stablecoins is juicy. ETH as a native asset, not juicy. Girlfriend, we're at 2,065. But stablecoins are big. In fact, did you know RLUSD, the stablecoin launched by Ripple, has more market action on Ethereum's chain than it does on XRPL? What does that tell you? Players are wanting to play on ETH. Just thought I would bring that up. Here's the stablecoin supply on ETH, and you can see a dramatic uptick since the election, and stablecoin volumes right now are at the highest they've ever been. Market cap's at the highest it's ever been. And we're going to be getting stablecoin regs here soon. Let's keep learning. Pump swap. Oh, come on, Klaus. Yesterday it was Fartcoin. Today it's pump swap. Tomorrow, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be wife swap. No, not the name of a TV show. No, not what we do on Friday nights, but some crypto stupid program. But let's learn though. Pump swap captures 21% of the Solana DEX market a week after launch. So pump swap launched a week ago and it's a DEX, okay? They now have 21% of the volume in Solana. But for real, it's yet another DEX. Yeah, like it's nothing new. Radium is a DEX. That's been on there for a while. Now you got, so these players aren't launching anything new. They're just launching the same regurgitated bullshit over and over, trying to take money from who? Retail, because who's using the DEXs? That's you and me. It's retail. Oh, okay. 672,000 XRP in 24 hours. What's going on? XRP ledger's dramatic drop in quantity of successful transactions. That's what's going on. Recently, statistics show that within a day, transactions fell from a local peak roughly of 2.6 million to 1.9 million. A drop of 70% in the number of successful transactions. Oh, okay. What is going on? Well, let's keep learning and we'll find out. XRP Ledger sets new industry benchmark. We're talking about transactions. So we had a huge peak, but then we had a massive fall off. As of March 25th, Xrpl has processed an estimated 3.15 to 3.4 billion transactions. In September, they only had 2.6 billion. Since then, the network has consistently handled 1 to 1.5 million transactions per day. The consistent growth highlights XRPL's ability to process a high volume of transactions without congestion. Okay, let's actually look at that. That's this chart right here. And by the way, everything you're seeing in this video, it's linked to everyone in the description below. You can definitely see an uptick in the amount of transactions on XRPL. Now, is it melting faces? No, not really. Is it locking up so much XRP that it's causing a supply squeeze? No, not really. Is it mean a whole bunch of players? No, because here, look, XRP burned his fees. There were more fees burnt between November and February, and we've gone back down. Now, for those of you out there that are like, but bro, we're going to be burning so much XRP, it's going to make us rich. Whoever tells you that is full of shit, kick him in the nuts. If it's a chick, don't kick her in the nuts because she doesn't have any. Unless she's one of those blue-haired fucking giraffes that's floating around. But on the 21st of March, Friday, there was only 2,584 XRP burned. It doesn't matter when Brad Garlinghouse and the Ripple crew is dropping hundreds of millions of XRP onto the market every month. So let's do some math. Are you ready for that? Let's do that. Let's get our calculator out and let's say Brad dumps 400 million XRP in 1 month. Nothing crazy, right? Not the billion. We're being nice, okay? Let's take that 400 million and let's divide that by the 21st number, which was what? 2,584. So how many days would it take at the rate we're at now to burn 1 month, 1 month's escrow? It would take 154,000 fucking days. Let's divide that by years. There's 365 days in a year, right? 424 years to erase the amount of escrow of XRP that's dumped on the market in 1 month. 1 day's burn, the average right now, would take us 424 years to soak up the amount of XRP burned by one escrow dump. Now hold up. Remember though, they dump escrow every month. Yeah. So let's zoom out a little bit more. There's approximately, what everyone? There's approximately 42 billion or so XRP left, isn't there? So let's do that. Let's divide that by how much, Klaus? Let's divide that by the March 21st number, which is a pretty average for what we've seen here, which is 2,584. 2,584. This tells us how many days. It's going to take us 16 million days to burn the rest of escrow. But Klaus, well, let's divide that by years. 365 days in a year. It's going to take us 44,000 years. So I hope to fucking God you found that magic well that makes you live for infinity. Because we have 44,000 years at the rate we're going right now to burn the rest of the escrow. So when players out there are telling you supply squeeze, tell them to squeeze your balls, because they might as well do that while they're bending you over with the lies. Volume for crypto right now sucks. Under 80 billion. BTC dominant, 16 out of 100. Basically means that BTC is holding its price better than the rest of the market. Let's swing it on over to XRP, where we're seeing volume. Meh. Is it better than pre-election times? Yes, it is. But it's not that juicy. 2.67 in volume. And again, that's why I brought up these stats here. Because you're seeing there's not that many XRP burned. There's also not that many XRP transactions executed. There's also what? Not that many active accounts. I'll pick a random day. 23,000 active accounts. 23,000, 27,000, 24,000. Now, are there more than there was before October or before the November pump? Yeah, 10,000, 16,000, 12,000. Those are all happening before. But it's not like we're freaking rocking it Visa style. And even if we were to rock it Visa style, 44,000 years. We will probably have gone through another ice age by the time we burn all the XRP with transactions. I talked to you yesterday about institutional money. We were doing great this year. We had massive institutional inflows of about 200 plus million this year. And March wiped us all out. These players dumped at 250 and told us all to f off. In fact, you're like, Klaus, what do you mean they dumped on us at 250? Well, let's go to that 15-minute candlestick, you jabronis, and check it out. And this is exactly what I told you we were going to pay attention to. And here I am, back 24 hours later with my promise. Remember when we had the little Brad Garlinghouse announcement here? Yeah, we got up to 259. Couldn't hold it. Subsequently, we tried a couple more times to burst through 250. We couldn't get there. Then we had what? We had 5 minutes yesterday. 5 minutes yesterday where we tried to breach $2.50. We got to $2.50.44. And we got pushed back down. We had 5 minutes of that. So the bigs out there are playing the game of pumping and dumping. And it's easy for them. Because when you have millions and millions and millions of XRP, if you make 10 cents on each of them, you're still making tons and tons and tons of money. And all they got to do is do this shit over and over and over again. See, institutions pulled out all of their 2025 gains and have now erased those inflow gains. That's right. Institutions sold over $500 million worth of XRP in the month of March to erase all the inflows for the year. Now, what's my job? To bring you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad. But bro, you're so pessimistic. How the fuck do you want me to be optimistic about 44,000 years to burn the rest of escrow? How do you want me to be optimistic about the number of active accounts only at 26,000 a day? That sucks. You want me to be optimistic about transactions? Okay, XRP burned his fees, 2,000 a day. That's not going to make me happy. No, I bring you the news realistically. How about XRP payments from when people know, oh, bro, XRP is great for payments. Then why the fuck are we not seeing that much usage of it? Because, everyone, the players out there are jumping into stables. I shared that with you earlier, how stables are growing, how the Trump administration has directed Congress to push stables faster. We've also been looking at the charts. 5 minutes where we got above 250, and then what? We got pushed right back down. Now, did we rebound above 240? Yes, we did. But that's not exciting. That's not hot. That's bullshit. And we've seen near term that XRP is struggling to maintain its gains. Zoom out even further and you can see way far over here on the left-hand side of the screen. Strategic reserve announcement of XRP. We got to 299.9. Oh, but we didn't hold it. No, we erased all those gains. Then we went sub $2. Then we pumped to 250 and we erased that too. So yeah, everyone. Bigs are playing the market. There's tons of bullshit stats out there. And let's be real here. We got 42 billion of escrow left to go onto the market, and at the rate we're going right now, it's going to take us 44,000 fucking years. Yeah, so 2x the volume that we're seeing right now. It's going to take us 22,000 years. 10x the volume we're seeing right now. And you're like, bro, is 10x even possible? Well, I mean, we did go from 10,000 a day to 20,000 a day in terms of active accounts, so 10x it. You 10x it, it's going to take us 4,000 400 years. Now, let's go crazy. Let's 100x the volume that you're seeing right now. Absolutely bonkers world. Well, you know what? It's still going to take you 445 years. So I hope to fucking God you found that well of everlasting eternal life that Ponce de Leon was looking for in fucking Florida. History lesson for you. But bro, you're so negative. No, I'm being realistic and I'm showing you the numbers that make sense using the data we have. And even if we grow to bonkers levels, are you going to be living another 445, 465 years? I don't think, girlfriend, unless you're Ted Williams and you coupe la tete and deep freeze that son of a bitch. Yeah, it's messed up, isn't it? And look at what's behind me up on the wall. Yeah, there's some cables exposed. Don't worry, I got new cable covers coming. Small ones so they don't look out so it blends in the wall. It says choo-choo bitches. You know why? Because it appears that train just keeps coming back to the station. Oh, but bro, payments on Xrpl. You can track them on XRP Scan, Xrpl Ledger. You can track all that stuff. It's not juicy. Oh, but bro, RLUSD. Well, then why is there more RLUSD on Ethereum than XRPL? Oh, but bro, Brad Garlinghouse, why are they selling OTC? So that players out there, when they buy OTC, okay, right now the market is at 244 when it comes to XRP, okay? 244. When these players buy OTC, for instance, they're probably buying XRP at $1.80. $1.50. And then there's an agreement. Hey, look, you buy it at these discount prices, but you got to hold on to it for 2 to 3 years before you dump it. That's usually how these deals work. So these players out there are buying XRP cheaper than the rest of the market. They get to sit on it and then dump it on retail when the time is right. The institutional players out there that got hundreds of millions of XRP are able to buy it, sell it for 10 cents more in XRP, push the market back on down. We saw the rejection at 250, yeah, and I told you about it yesterday. I told you it would fucking happen. And then they can buy it back, because think about it. Let's say you have 10 million XRP, and you sell it for a 10-cent profit. You're like, bro, that's nothing. Yeah, but you just made $1 million. Do that 30, 40 times a year, which is a freaking breeze with X. You could easily make 10-cent profit on XRP 40, 50 times a year. You know you can. You'd make 40 to 50 million like that. These players are rinsing and repeating, and then you got crypto.com that says, yo, bro, these tokens were burned, but now we're gonna what? We're gonna release them back into supply. And it's the same thing with the Stellar chain. Stellar's got a whole bunch of XLM that's burned. Well, guess what? The validators, if they want to, they could all vote to put that back into circulating supply. So shit ain't burned, shit ain't locked up, and they're just dumping on retail more and more. Oh, bro, you're negative. How the fuck do you want me to sugarcoat this shit today? We haven't heard jack shit about strategic reserves. The case, good, but we didn't really pumperoni much on that news, did we? We got to 259 and then we got pushed back down? Come on now. Now, granted, am I excited for certain things that are happening within the ecosystem? Yes, I am, but it's not equating to anything juicy. It's not melting faces like all of these other players are talking about. Instead, what is it doing? It's making the bigs rich. And the players out there that have been successful on buying the dips and selling the tips have been making money on top of money on top of money and on top of money. The market makers have been making money. The institutional players said, yo, fuck y'all. We sold over $500 million worth of that, erasing the entire 2025 gains. So no, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to fill you with hopium. I'm going to tell you the news, good or bad, happy and sad, so that you can make the best decision. But bro, you were happy the other day. Yeah. Finance in the world is a dynamic, constantly moving thing. There are some days with good news, some days with bad news. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a baseball season. Some games you win, some games you lose. Some games you're up by 10 runs early, like early in the day having positive crypto gains. But then all of a sudden you blow it and you end up losing, just like in crypto. News is good, bad, happy, and sad. I bring it to you fast, I bring it to you accurately, and I bring it to you with humor so that you can make the best choice. And how do we end our videos? Well, let's look at the sign behind us and help us out. Oh, it says, choo-choo, bitches.